Never be Satan's mouthpiece. Hope you guys are having a great night tonight. So this discussion is never be Satan's mouthpiece. Meaning, never speak anything negative into the universe. Because let me tell you something. Whatever demonic, negative, not good, unsafe, horrible, bad, angry, stressed out, any negative thing that you say that comes out of your mouth becomes your life and will be attracted to you regardless of what anybody says. This is 100% the truth. If you speak anything bad into the universe is like a genie. It'll bring your wishes true. Your words is like a wish. And whatever you wish for will become your reality. And I've said this multiple times, but I just want people to understand this, because even talking about things like death, if you talk about death all the time, someone will die. If you talk about life all the time and talk about somebody living and talking about somebody breathing and talking about how great your life is and always saying positive things like, I'm glad to be alive, I thank God, I appreciate God, I appreciate the universe, I appreciate myself, I love myself, I appreciate, the people in my life that are good and positive around me. I love the healthy people around me. I love the people that help me strive to become better. I love the people who inspire me to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. If you speak like that continuously all the time, if you constantly put out pure-hearted energy, you put out kind energy, you put out nice energy, you put out positive energy, you put out a good energy, you put out a smiling energy, a nice energy, a welcoming energy, a bonding energy. Your words match your actions of your body. Meaning, you tell somebody I love you, you give them a hug. That's real energy, and that's real energy coming from your body language and from your words. And this is the thing that a lot of people have to understand, is that does matter, and it does affect your reality, and it does affect your inner reality and your outer reality, on what you say. And it's also based on how you see people. So if you see a person as someone who constantly brings you stress, then that person will automatically bring you stress, even if they're not really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? If the person's not even really doing anything, you don't want to make it seem like they're your what's the word? They're where your stress energy comes from. You don't want a person to be, your stress vessel, as I would say. Because the thing is no matter whatever you create becomes your reality, And whatever you put your energy into, if you keep doing it, you'll become an expert in it regardless. So I really want to be big on YouTube. So I constantly put out videos a lot, and I try to talk a lot and express myself a lot. And even if I don't have a script, I like to kind of just go off my brain, go off my head, go off my mind, because the more you sit there and go off your mind, the more you sit there and talk, the more you sit there and force yourself to do things, you constantly improve drastically, quicker, faster, and you become more intelligent because you're sitting there forcing yourself to do things. So that's why I like to do speeches, I like to do motivational videos, I like to do a lot of positive videos, I like to do a lot of story times, and I like to speak a lot, because it will make things easier and you will just naturally improve regardless, because you're always forcing yourself to do it. And that's why I don't have a fear of making videos or anything. I don't really fear anything at all, to be honest, because I like to just kind of just put it in there and just do it. Put it out there and do it. And it doesn't matter any imperfections, any mistakes I make, anything that can come off as me being wrong and what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter, And I like to prove that to myself and to the people that watch my videos. Now, I know I don't really get that many views yet, but I'm still going to keep trying, because one thing I have noticed is that most people don't get a lot of views until they hit about 2K videos, at least from what I've seen. So I'm just going to keep on striving and keep continuing to do what I can possibly, continue on doing what I can do. All I can do is keep making videos and just wait. Just put out as much good quality content and as much content as possible. And hopefully some people will watch it and get something from it and learn from it and improve in whatever ways of their life. Hopefully they can learn something from what I'm putting out there, because I really want to help people. I want people to learn. I want people to grow. I want people to master themselves. I want people to understand themselves. I want people to see inside of themselves. I want people to know that they have that it's okay to have a purpose and a goal, and I want people to know that they have a friend that is willing to listen to them, understand them, appreciate them, love them, cherish them, and respect them as an individual, which is me. So if you are someone, I always say this all the time, if you want to join the Guardian Angels, you can be a Guardian Angel. I will try to help you as best as possible. I'll try to help you cure your self-esteem issues, any problems, anything you got wrong, I will try to help you, as best as I can if you want help. Because I've also realized that a lot of people don't really want help. A lot of people feel disrespected when you actually try to help them. They're like, why do you keep helping me? Why do you keep thinking I need help? People usually go on the defensive quicker than they go on the happiness of knowing that somebody's trying to help them. Because a lot of people want to do things on their own. So when someone is like constantly telling them how to do something, it can stress a lot of people out. I've noticed that stuff when I try to help people a lot. They get annoyed by it because they're like, well, what do you know? How do you know more than I do? Instead of it being more on the lines of, oh, this person is kind and sweet, most people are going to go to the negative first. The first feeling that people like to look at is negativity. People always come from negativity. Their emotions are going to become negative, and they're going to think you're doing stuff because of a negative reason. Or they think that you see something that is a flaw in them as a human being or as an individual. They see it as that, and versus, oh, I'm trying to help, this person's trying to help me, this person's trying to help me feel good about myself, this person's trying to help me improve anywhere, trying to help me improve in my life in different places. They don't look at it like that. They don't look at it as you're trying to help them mentally, emotionally, and you're trying to be a good friend for them and trying to care for them and trying to cherish them. A lot of people don't really like that. And a lot of people are scared because they're like, well, what if I really do get close to this person and this person turns on me? People always constantly think you're going to turn on them, or you're doing stuff for a negative reason, or you're being manipulative, or you're being evil, or you're being shallow, or you're being sneaky. And you're just doing things for a selfish reason. They always think that, even though technically speaking, human beings in general do things for selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? People do things for selfish reasons all the time. So it's actually kind of funny that people always judge a person and think they're doing something for a selfish reason, even though it's like, you probably literally are doing something for a selfish reason, regardless. Even when people help people, usually it is for a selfish reason. But I'll be 100% honest. The reason why I want to help people is because I love it and I enjoy it and I love helping people feel good about themselves. I think I care more about people feeling good about themselves than people do a lot of the time. But I'm also only willing to help someone that wants to be helped when it comes to that area, when it comes to that specific thing. If a person doesn't want to be helped, if a person feels like I'm just kind of overstepping or I'm, not respecting their boundaries, then I don't try to help people. I realized a long time ago, you only help people who want to be helped, who want to be loved, and who want to be cherished, and who want to improve in whatever it is they want to improve in, whether it's self-esteem, depression, stress, anxiety, social anxiety, alone anxiety, because a lot of people get that alone anxiety where they're just in a room by themselves and they get anxiety because they're not social. But people also can get anxiety because they are around too many people. It's actually kind of mind-blowing. There are literally people who get anxiety from only hanging out by themselves. Those very social people that you guys usually see out there, they usually have anxiety because they're not hanging out with nobody. The ones that aren't social. The ones that are social usually get anxiety being alone by themselves. They get anxiety. But when they're social, they don't get anxiety. Then there's the reverse, where, like I said, where there are people who, when they're around a bunch of people, they get anxiety. It's actually kind of mind-blowing. Like, everybody has their own variation or type of anxiety that they get. Some people just don't like talking and expressing their feelings and their emotions and their thoughts and their ideas and their dreams and their goals with people. Some people genuinely have a problem doing that, which is actually kind of mind-blowing, because I love talking about my goals and dreams and ambitions and the things I love and enjoy and my hobbies, my goals, and all the things that I want to improve in. Like, I love talking about that, so it actually kind of blows my mind when people don't like talking about those different things. But you can't force people to talk about things. People are going to do what they want, but my advice to pretty much everybody is, do not speak negativity into the air. Don't speak anger, negativity, depression, sadness, anxiety. Don't say stuff like, I'm so anxious right now, or I'm so nervous right now, or I'm shy, or I'm scared, or I'm depressed. Don't say that stuff, because it will become your reality and you will drown in it, and it will become an endless hell that you're stuck inside of if you sit there and constantly think about it all the time and talk about it all the time. Because thinking about it is one thing, but you amplify it when you talk about it. Which is why I try to talk as positive as possible. And anything that I have a problem with, I try to solve it very quick and try to find a solution for it. Because if you're constantly sitting there having a problem and it's the same thing over and over again, you have to find a solution, because you don't want to be one of those people who has a endless anger or an endless hate, where you're constantly mad, constantly angry, constantly depressed about something. You don't want stuff to last for like 6 months. I mean, some people tell me that their depression has lasted for years. But I would honestly say my advice when it comes to that is I would say actually talk to some people and talk to some real people, because a lot of the time people have depression because they feel like deep down nobody cares about them as an individual, and the only person that cares about them is themselves. And sometimes people don't even care about themselves, you know because they're just confused about who they are as a person, which there's nothing wrong with that. What people have to understand is we are not just one thing, we are multiple sides. Everybody views you differently, everybody has a different version of you in their head. It's actually kind of mind-blowing. And every action that you make in this world, you know changes your future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you realize, just do not be the devil's mouthpiece, which means do not speak anything bad, anything negative, anything evil, and don't speak a negative fate out of your mouth. Love you guys. Take care. I'll give you guys a virtual hug. Like I said, if you guys need any love, support, if you want to feel cherished, if you need to talk about your feelings, your ideas, your goals, your anxiety, your depression, your sadness, your emptiness, your suicidal tendencies, suicidal thoughts, anything of that nature, you guys come and talk to me. I will talk to you as much as you want. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. And if you want to get in contact with me, also leave your comments down below, or go to my Instagram or go to my TikTok and follow me on TikTok. Let me know where you came from and I will help you. I love you guys. Take care. Peace and blessings.